People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for us 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna sing, UV. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Broncos going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes. And it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll begin the drive with a J. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Snead's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watching that Barney. Now let's go. Watching that Barney.
They'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
All right, now look at this.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Looking to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 11-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll set up a throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Eric Kendricks able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chandler Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. Blue, 90. Blue. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set, 3-19, 3-19.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Over. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jarvis Landry as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now
Green
contact
39.
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on first down. Anderson got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Green 39. Over. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back now in Baltimore.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, Anderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.